Hey there, Capricornicus. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, click that subscribe down below, baby. It is free as always. And if you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring that little bell out beside it and they will let you know. To the new subscribers at this channel, welcome. We are happy to have you here. Let's step in and make our world goldness. So, all right, we got some chit chat going on this week talking about massage the ruby. I'm like, what? Massage the ruby. I don't know if it's going to be the same ruby for everybody. If you didn't tune into the Magic Monday, kick it off by going back there. Take a look and see what's going on, because this is the power of that return, the power of the return to what? I don't know, because Michael is reiterating it with his 8 as well. It's the creative change, the ability to change your mind, to change your attitude, to change your location, to change your roots of where you come from. And therefore you change your fruits. You change your roots, you change your fruits. Okay? You can change the energy around you, the people that you imbibe in or that you allowed. We are not here to tolerate. Okay, friend? And we're not here to transform and change them. We're just here to walk in our joyousness and to embrace our victory. Okay, Victory wanted to stay in for your read. It said we have something to say together. They're ready to talk. They're coming in as a unit for you guys, and I want to see what we've got going on. Now you can imagine I'm cleaning up the decks, and Capricorn likes being first at the top of the list. And as I'm cleaning and clearing, cards are popping. And you know about the pop in the corn, don't you, Capricorn? And they were just popping and coming on in. I'm like, hold on, let me get the camera on, and we will take a look. So let's see, the rune, definitely. This rune is the one that took over the show. So we're going to take a look and see what we have about this breakthrough. Ooh, somebody got a divine kiss coming in. You better pucker up, baby. It ain't going to be sour. It isn't going to be bitter. It is going to be, oh, so divine, delicious, and sweet. Okay? So we have breakthrough, shift, 180, extraordinary opportunity of a lifetime, radical trust required. This is like the caveat. It is the fine print down there. And the thing it is talking about, that turn, that change, that power to change your world and to turn on a dime. You got some beautiful turn radius, but you just whip. You just whip and you pull right up on in there. You don't have to be afraid you're going to bump into anything, because you're like, I know how to move my entity, my being, myself. I know my boundaries. I know where I'm at. And those aren't limitations. Boundaries are your body. It's your amnios. It's that type of thing. It's just like your vehicle. If you drive one, you know its boundaries, and you need to, because that's how you navigate amidst all the other space and the energies of this world. And Michael is lighting up now, so this is where he wants us to begin. He wants us to begin with that recalibration, the tuning into yourself, coming in from your 4 angles into the center, which is fantastic and fascinating, right? Because this is faceted. All the things, the goings and the comings and the goings on in your life have been there for a reason. They've been to weed and to whittle out and to remove anything that isn't you. And now you're becoming your divine, masterful self. You're ready to own your world, to know your world, to have the power of permission to be able to put the darkness, the shadow of turning behind you, which is when things don't turn out like they planned. And I'm talking about the kind that bite you in the butt, not like the happy little surprises. That is the power and the energy of life. That is what he's talking about here. This is what he's wanting to bring in, is that perfect divine mirror of knowing and being known, of being that intimately connected with your divinity and your victory, walking in the truth of the golden mirror of who you are, okay? The illumination, the knowing of thyself. This supplants this, okay? And is this divine turning. It is not a flat circle. It is a sphere. It is eternal life. It's everlasting joy. It's the satisfaction and fulfillment. It's complementary energies coming in, not competing. So there is no bumping or struggling. There isn't that runner chaser. There's none of that. There's eternal flame. You know, like the Bangles, is this burning an eternal flame? Yes. Because as these facets, and you come to peace with what all has occurred, and that's in this beautiful power of perfection, that it was meant for a reason, and we don't have to understand it. We can't understand it. We can't understand. You understand hereafter. You understand after you go through it. But all they're asking you to do is to accept and to let it go through you. It what? It what? This goldness, this divinity, this illumination, this knowledge that something in your life, when you were on the other side and you created yourself, with divine source. You decide, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to enjoy. That's what I want to see. Well, I need to be equipped and shaped and made like this. So you go through the factory of life, the factory of the first 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years of your life, where others are kind of in control and have the authority and power, and you're navigating along, and those principles are kind of getting stuck in like an asteroid belt around you. You know, Saturn says, I know a lot about that. He's like, I've been plucking that stuff out like hairs out my teeth from that yak's milk, getting it gone so we can have the good stuff, the nourishment, what remains. All the dreams of the heart, not the dreams of the mind. That's what remains. That's what remains is this ruby, your ruby heart. Sorry, baby, this heart's down between your legs. You just need to know that, all right? That's why it's red. It's your power-based chakra. Is the full connection of the earth in the earthen star, which is like this fuchsia, the magenta, the garnet, rising up from all where you stowed and stored all of your treasure, your treasury, all of your equipment, your heavenly equipment, down here on earth. It's underneath your feet, and it's coming up. In the first place it meets in union is where the legs, the point where the legs come together as one, and that's the sacral point. But you can look at this heart. You can see that. You can see on earth as it is in heaven. Perfect match. Perfect match. And when that match occurs, the kiss of heaven on earth occurs, your divine kiss is going to occur. And like James Brown, you're going to want to kiss yourself, mwah, mwah, and do it. You'll be like, this is what I taste like. This is what it feels like to be me. You're all of a sudden going to realize this is what other people have been telling me that they feel when they're around me. No wonder I didn't get it. No wonder I didn't see it, because I was trying to understand me. I was trying to do my self-development and shape myself and mold myself, and all I needed to do was discover. Discover means to uncover, to remove off all the things that are blocking your full radiance, your full radiation of self, because those facets are perfectly placed, mathematically, skillfully placed, just like a Metatron Sandalphon energy, so that the Sandalphon goldness can penetrate and the light emanates out into the world around us like a kaleidoscope of your beautiful divine self. And that awakens some so amazing. Your energy fills the world all around you with both power and intensity and softness and grace, receptivity. It's both comforting and compassionate. It's both tempering and exciting. It's this and intriguing. And it's like, you know, the face of the one who's looking at you is up there like, keep talking. Keep talking. I'm like, what we're going to say. And they're like, search up in the clouds to look up in the clouds. So let's look in the clouds. No. Y'all come on. The King of Hearts. Look at him up off his throne, coming on in, strutting on in, said, I know my mind. I am the king and the queen. I'm the whole divine union. That's what you're talking about here. You've divined your whole mind. And you're lifting up the offering. It is like a raising a banner, a torch, a calling in of your compatibility, of your calming capacity with the receptivity to the plasma, the filling of the cup. You're calling in the breath, the pneuma, the particles of stardust, the filling of life, of both, you know, the remember, on earth as it is in heaven, because as you come to understand your heart, that point between your legs where you unionize and it all comes together, it brings down heaven instantly, the two kiss. And this, you like, let's get up and dance, and your cup is filled. Your cup is filled. All right, that is what's lifted up above your head. That is the divinity of life. It is like a, I would say a protective bubble, but that sounds kind of off. But you know those little snow globes, those little wishers or whatever that contain that whole world? It is what seals your amnios. It's what seals you in your pure perfection. It's like, they say it closes the deal. I'm like, ooh, baby. Say yes, please. Say okay, thank you. Whatever it is, I don't know. But let it come on in. Look at this. Let it come into human manifestation. Let it go from cosmic synergy into earth synergy, into a person, into a being, into yourself. Trust and know, and don't sit there and keep wondering, because when we wonder, we meddle and we muddy and we mess and we miss. They're like, just be all breathing in like this face right here, like, He's just inhaling. This person looking at you is just inhaling all this breath of glory, all this breath of amazingness that you are, male or female, Cappy. This is like all your delicious self coming on up in here. And Michael still has something he wants to say. He wants to say something about the golden apple in the king's hand and the staff, the rod, in the sphere. I ain't saying that other word. The rod and the sphere. What is this rod and sphere all about? We're going to go to the antique anatomy. Let's go to our antique anatomy. That was on the bottom and it got stuck. What is it? The Two of Cups. Love potion number 9. It's actually love tonic in the passion tincture. Now, when something's a tincture, it means just one little drop, one little breath, one little yes. Friend, that's what they're telling me. One little yes. That's what Michael's looking for. That's what he's watching and waiting for. The power of your permission to execute everything he knows at the centrality, at the fullness of who you are. That light of his eye, of his gaze is going to strike you. Michael's gaze. Remember the conglomeration of the energy of the eye of God. And it's going to cause your light to shine. And when it shines in your heart, you become hella attractive. I don't care who you are. This is the person who looks at you. Okay? Male or female, it doesn't matter. This is the person that holds your heart looking at you. And they're like that sphere and that rod. Turns you on and is reciprocated. It causes this like delicious rise and passion from inside of you. That is the love potion, because that tincture, the passion, just one drop, it activates the whole plant, the whole seed. Just like you can see when it rains, when conditions are just right and it rains and then the sun comes back out, mushrooms, their fullness pop up out of nowhere. Could you imagine if fruit trees did that? Right? If pineapples did that, if whatever, like if your bank account did that, you'd be like, I'll be out there, get my bag taken off from work, gathering it all in. That's how prolific this connection is. It's profusive. It's abundant. It's spicy. It's playful. It's jubilant. Jubilant. Michael, is there anything else you would like to say? So there's one more thing. Which card do you want me to look at? Okay, we're going to go into the moon magic medicine here and see what he's aiming for. What are you aiming for, Michael? What is it you're letting us know? That's too much. I see you right there. The key, power's in your hands. Power's in your permission. So I would encourage you, friend, to give it the okay, give it the go ahead, give it the yes. Whatever your spirit and soul. I haven't told you what to do here. I don't know what your life is. You know the ins and outs. You know the colors, the yeses, the nos. You know what switches have been flipped off and on and powered on in your life. You know what the resonance and the confirmation is. He said that is the key that he's talking about. Your dreams and the activation of what this is that you want to be looking across from you going, they're the one. It could be that job interview. It could be the car that you've been trying to apply for that you're like, that's the one I really want. And it says yes back and somehow the way comes and you get it. I don't know. But it's that opening of the divine dance, okay? Well, let the divine love in. Give your permission, friend. When you're ready, when you're good and ready, you'll know. And watch that 180 turn happen, boom, just like that. Just like those mushrooms popping up out of the ground. You might find you a fun guy or a fun girl, or you're the fun guy or fun girl. I don't know, Capricorn. So give it a thumbs up if you like this and leave the comments down below. Let me know what is going on. We've been stirring this pot for a minute. So that gold is coming out. Step into your rainbow. Taste the flavor of you. I love you. Bye.